weird things be happening, more weird than what's going on my face right now. And I know I kind of bugged out my eyes, no crazy. City Beauty Sangria, y'all, the POA on the night lip oil I've been using every time before I go to sleep since I got it. The PAO is tomorrow. Right now it is the 24th, wee hours of the morning. And I am like scraping. I took the stop route like a week ago or so, scraping. So when they say, even though the PAO does say 6 months, like I have used all of that in 6 months. That's why I only opened up the day one, just the one, and not also champagne pink. Excuse me, pink champagne. So anyway, y'all, since we kind of did two half-ass type looks, I do curse. That's at the end of my intro. So forgive me if you're new here and you knew that and that's offensive. I'm sorry. So sorry. We're going to do, you already know what we're doing because you see the brows, right? And you see the underneath, and even the pencil liner on the inner rims are different. And I do have out two different sets of brushes. So we will most likely use everything that's in here. I did take out this one, and this one, and what I did is I put them inside the box and I put a sticky over and then put tape all around the sticky so that the shadows wouldn't move or get messed up. So if I ever do get rid of it, I'll just pop the shades back in and do it that way. But I am glad that this is a dark color, because it looks like, okay, it might be a brown in there, right? So I liked it that it doesn't look bare, but I know it's bare. So what we're going to do, and I don't remember what I did in the live stream. We're going to do this row. We're going to do first, third lid, center lid, outer corner. Which one of these is brighter? I don't know which one of these greens are brighter from the shimmers. First, third lid, center lid, outer corner. All right. Then we're going to come over here. So we're going to take this to deepen the outer corner for this look. And we're going to put this outer corner, lower lash line for this look. We're going to take this shade here to deepen up this look. And we're going to put this lower lash line for this look. I will put this for brow arch somewhere. Also with the deepening shades, we are going to travel it lightly into the transition area because I don't like my transition area super dark. This is kind of dark. So, but we're going to just like lightly take it over. So this is going to be brow arch for this look. And I was watching Bestie's video. She was using a white shadow, and I'm like, that gave me an idea, because she said maybe, and I don't remember if she did it or not. Yesterday was a day. She said she was thinking to take it and run it through like her transition area and run it out and put a white liner on her upper lash line. So that's what I think I'm gonna do with that, because I didn't know what to do with this, and I was just like, oh, I just hit my lip. I didn't know what to do with that, but we'll see. And I would just do a thin line. I do have this brush out for that, and so for me, I would have to make sure I'm looking straight, number one, because if not, it'll end up down here and it won't be seen. So I would have to bring it like up here, and this is a super thin line, and I could run it to here and put the white eyeliner and connect it. Yeah. So I'm excited. We'll see how that turns out, because I don't think I've really done too much with putting shadow as a graphic liner. I have done like a little here and there, but I don't think I ever did it with a white. I don't know. I probably did. I don't know. So that's what we're going to do, and that will be every shade. That'll be every shade in here. That'll be 12 of the 15. And so we'll have used, did we use all the shades in the live stream? I don't know, but we're going to prime the eye, come back, get started, and I will do the intro at that time. We are going to go ahead and get into this look. I was just thinking to tell y'all something, and I forgot that quick. Oh, I'll tell y'all while I'm doing the look. Also, this will tell me if, I forget what shade it was. I think it was this one, to see if this creases on me. Over here, I'm seeing more of a burgundy tone, and I'm looking where you are, it's looking purple. And I didn't finish looking back at that video, that live stream, to see if what I saw in person is what showed through on the screen. But let's get into this look. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? We're first going to take Beheaded I call it that because a crazy concept, being your authentic self in a world where people will tell you how you should be, how you should act, even your loved ones. You shouldn't do this, why you do that, you shouldn't do that. Just be who you are. Your people will find you. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique, because that's what they're telling you in the video. Use what you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. The bottom line here, I don't know about anywhere else, the bottom line here is self-acceptance and self-love. Embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never because you feel like you have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. I am making sure I'm getting in the crease because I really want to see, did it really crease? And I did pat out the paint pot further, as you saw. So that's that color. Y'all know what's weird? I took the brush from over here, but we're doing this eye. So let me move that one on that side. Now we're going to take, Surreal. And the two things to know about me, I do curse sometimes because I do curse sometimes. I do have that at the end of my intro because I know like some people do not care, and I also know it's offensive to some people, and so that's why that's in my intro, so that you'll be aware that I do. So I do want everyone to feel comfortable being here. The other thing to know about me is there's an organism, y'all, that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say excuse me. Sometimes it get past me and I'll be watching it on my big screen TV and I'll be like, ooh, girl. The same way with my brows. I'll be like, oh, they look good. And then when I watch it back, I'm like, you lie. Lies you tell. Brows. So that's me. I forgot what I was going to tell y'all. Oh, later today. Well, let me back up. The conference that I told y'all Chick asked me was I going to be at because she wanted to know if she can look forward to seeing me there. Yeah. I signed up for elevator security for 2 shifts on Friday. And all that is just sitting there and making sure everybody has their badge for the conference. Like regular people, we call them vanilla people. They're not supposed to be there. And every once in a while, somebody will be like, oh, I heard something. What's going on? I wanted to see. No, this is a private party. You can't. And they're like, oh, well, can I just, no, you have to go back that way. But it's very, the times I've done it, maybe twice, I've had to be like, no, you can't come in here. And it's never been a problem. And what happens is, chivalry is not dead, right? Somebody who knows me, because some of y'all told me I have a tell. And so somebody that knows me, a dude that knows me, he'll just kind of wander over and just stand there for a little while. So I got like my own little backup, unofficial backup security. I always think that's funny because they'll just like wander over and just stand there. And then the person will walk off and they'll still just stand there. And I'll be like, why are they still standing here? And then I'll be like, so how you doing today, Miss Dion? I'm like, oh, they trying to play it like they just came to say hi. But you ain't speak for 10 minutes because you've been standing here watching, making sure that person left. I'd be like, I see what you're doing. I appreciate it. So and I don't say anything because, I'm like, I know what you're doing. And they just be like, so I'm going to let them think I don't know what they're doing. But I just think it's cute. I just be like, do I look like I need to be rescued? Y'all, listen. On my way home, now we're going to take the Red Queen. I worked last night at the Playhouse, short shift. It was a skill share, which is just what it sounds like, a skill share. Someone who is well known for a certain thing, he teaches a class and people can come and they learn about it. And if they already know certain aspects of it, then they can just do their thing and play with their partner. And tonight was a rope skill share. So if you're into rope or tying rope or like shibari, that type of thing. And so it's a short shift. But so on my way home, they look nice together. On my way home, I was maybe 30 minutes from home. And I'm just jamming, my old school stuff on my USB and my Escape. And I got off at exit too soon. And I'm like, where the fuck am I at? So I put in my GPS, my my home and was like, and I was still going the right way because there is more than one way to get here, and I did not have to backtrack at all, and I saved myself some toll money, so you know it was all well. But going through this town, I was going down this street and I saw a rabbit just kind of coming right at me, and so I slowed down and it went so it was like, so I'm like, okay, that one was not suicidal because that sucker darted off. And I still kept going slow. I didn't feel any bumps or anything. So I'm confident I didn't hit it. I might have ran over the tail, but that sucker was quick. He was like, unlike some squirrels, like suicidal squirrels, they'll come at you and you'll slow down and they'll keep coming. So then you're trying to like, okay, do I completely stop and it just sit under my vehicle? Or do I just go and hope that it's like censored under my vehicle? You know what I mean? Sorry if I poked you in the eye. But I'm like, this was not a suicidal rabbit. But that was kind of cute. It was like, ching! Another thing that happened, y'all, pulling into my development, there's two ways to get to my building. I can either go past the leasing office or go like around, well, not around. If you make the first right, it'll take you past other buildings, and then you just curve to the left and go to the end. That's where I am. Or you can go straight and go past the leasing office and make a left, and then my building is the second one from there. And so I saw these three guys walking like past the leasing office, and this was like 12:30. And there's a lot of Indians who live there, and they do take a lot of walks. But this was 12:30, and it was three dudes. One was short, one looked about my height. Couldn't see their faces. They all had on puffer jackets. They were either black or blue, but I think it was like a navy blue. And so I'm looking like, because first of all, they were walking in the middle of, now we're going to take chaos. They were walking in the middle of like where I had to drive. Like there's no sidewalks. It's just the parking lot. And so I was like, why are they walking out here at 12:30 at night? And so coming to my building, as I said, I made a left and I kept looking like where they going. So they made a right. And so I kept watching them because I'm like, why are these people out here at 12:30 at night? Well, in the morning rather. And so I parked my vehicle and I'm looking, and one of them kept looking back. So I said, let me come closer to the building. Like, so it wouldn't be obvious that I was looking. And they were at the, like 3 buildings over, but I'm just like, why are they out there? So I'm looking at them, and coming up my steps, there's landing. They call them short flights. It's six steps, then you turn 6 steps, turn 6 steps, turn 6 steps, and I'm all the way at the top. I'm on the 3rd floor. So I went to the first landing and I looked over, and what it looked like is like they were going, like one was standing in the front of a car, and most people pulling forward. I'm a back ender. And what brush? I was gonna say, what brush was I using? This one. And so one was standing in front of the car. One, I don't know where he was, and the other one was walking to the side of a car. And I'm like, and then he would come out, and those two. And then the other one, the third one, would come from somewhere, so I don't know where he was. But they kept, like, one kept waiting and one kept going, like, towards, like, the door. And I'm like, these motherfuckers drunk and forget where they parked at? And so I said, let me go up to the second landing and watch. And also my vehicle, because of that Asian guy that hit me a while ago, my vehicle tells me my tailgate is ajar, and so my light doesn't go off for like 12 to 15 minutes after I, lock my doors. And so I wanted to see too, like, were they going to circle back to my vehicle, but they did not. And so they walked over to this one car. It was a white car, and he must have pulled the car handle because the lights came on. The front light, like the headlights came on, or the safety lights or whatever. Or like how I said, like when I lock my doors, the light will come on for a little bit. And then one of them went and was pushing on the hood. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, let me go to the 3rd landing. So now I'm higher up and I'm looking, and then the light went off. And then like the 3 of them like walked up, like backed up. And then one of them went back to the vehicle. Whatever he did again, the lights came on, and then all 3 of them walked off. And I'm like, the motherfuckers just trying to find the car door open. It's still a car. And I know they don't live here. Where I am is a very safe development, but it's one of them bubbles where if you go like 10 to 15 minutes outside of this little development, that's when it's not good. And the crime rate here it barely is a crime rate here. If anything, the management office, they'll send out a mass email saying in such and such development there's been a you know, a rash of robberies. People are saying gang initiations. But here where I live at, it don't be nothing. But like 5 years ago, I was telling Bestie, somebody had gifted me one of those snow things to put on your car to prevent your windows and windshield from snow and ice. Somebody did try to steal that. And they were trying to cut it, but the fabric was so thick they couldn't cut it. So they left it, and they left the tool they were trying to use to cut it. I'm like, y'all some stupid asses. But so I stopped using it because, and I have a keypad to unlock my door, or I can use my keys, and that was scratched up. So I'm like, okay, they was really like thinking they would know the number, because one of the panels you put inside and close it, and that's what attaches that to your windshield. And the other side, you just wrap the cord around the rearview mirror. So I said, they was really trying to get in here to steal this thing. And so I stopped using it. Because I'm like, you know, I don't want to deal with that. And I did report it to the office, but there's nothing they can do. And so even with this, there's nothing they can do because I didn't see their faces. But I am going to report it on Monday just so they know, just in case somebody else is like, hey, you know, such and such. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all lock y'all doors because you ain't bringing no madness over here. So now we're going to take, what is that? Wicked Rose, this shade. So I was just like, And the thing is who's out that late? Except when I work at the Playhouse. You know what I mean? It was 12:30 in the morning. I was just like, what the hell? But it also prompted me to like wait to see how long it takes for my lights to go off. Because I thought it was like 10 minutes, but it was more like 12. Yeah, because I was always telling people, oh, it'll go off in like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. So I know now that it's like 12 to 15 minutes. So that's something good that came out of it. Like me really knowing how long it takes for the lights to go out. But I was like, these jokers, where the hell are y'all from? Where the hell are y'all from? But yeah, so that's been my night tonight. My night tonight. And now I'm here doing this look. I'm supposed to, well, in my calendar it says I'm pairing, I think, Jade Dreams with Anastasia Beverly Hills Fall Romance. I think that'll be nice because Fall Romance has that little grunge pocket, and Jade Dreams, y'all, them shades are so pretty. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. So I think that is it, and if not, I might make it that. And I'm not a day off from doing look 1 and 2 with this, and then 3 and 4. So we're just going to consider the live stream half-ass looks a look. That really was impromptu, and I very seldom am that excited about a palette to like put stuff on my lid in a live stream. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. We're going to take Hallucination. What I wanted to say earlier is I wanted to say thank you again to those of you who were checking on me for my eye, and from that live stream when I put the pressed pigment over there by mistake, and I did wash it off like right after, because usually I do my eye makeup first and then I do my face, and you know, I went back and forth with like another wipe making sure everything was off, and it does feel like my eyeball is a little bit swollen, but I don't know if it's because of that. Part of me does want to think it's because of that, but since Sunday morning, I've been getting migraines, and they're always behind my left eye. And so I'm like, okay, is it really swollen? And that was Monday. Right now, it is Thursday morning at like 2:30 a.m. And I did tell y'all the effect can last up to 3 days. But my skin hasn't been peeling. My skin isn't sensitive to touch, none of that. But I've been like, okay, is it really a little bit swollen, or is it just the pressure from like a budding migraine? You know what I mean? Because with migraines, it doesn't swell up, but it just feels like it because it feels like there's something pushing against the back of my eye. Like if you get migraines, you know what I mean? You feel that pressure, and then you start feeling that sharp pain. Y'all know I want it darker, and I'm looking at it like this one, but this does have a green tint to it, but it's also like a blue-green or whatever. But we're gonna, are we putting this over here? Yeah, these, oh damn. Yeah, these two for this look, and these two for this look. Oh shit. And so, I don't know, but it does feel like it's a little bit swollen. But it comes and goes, and that's why too I don't want to say it's because of that. Because when I have that reaction, y'all, it is like, oh my God, for like 3 days. Like, it's just no question. Like, You know what I mean? And then with the scaly skin and the irritation and the peeling and flaking of my skin on the crease of my eye. And none of that has happened. But I wanted to just say thank you again to those of you who were like, was your eye okay? Like, are you okay? And I really do appreciate that. Because I was like, I won't forget not to use these shades that quick. I was like, oh, fuck. But yeah, so even that quick though, like that little 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, y'all, but I just have like a little tiny, and you know what, honestly, that might have been eyeliner. Because sometimes it will chunk and flake off if I put like too much on, or if it gets caught in my eyelashes, excuse me. So now we're going to, ooh, are we really using this one? Ooh, or I'm going straight in. Oh, damn. I meant to blow this out. Yeah, I'm going like very gently, y'all. We're just going to do an outer V. I do want to pull that red out later. This is not the brush for that, and this is the brush I use for those outer corner shades. And so I may have to take another brush, or maybe another one of these. I think I do have at least 4 of them. Y'all, it feels so nice to have all my brushes clean. Because I was running out of like shader brushes, and now I can choose. And it made me realize too, the only ones I had left, the only ones was the 6 Scott Barnes ones, which are really good for outer corner and then just like, you know, hooking it over into the transition area. But I was like, those are the only ones that I have not used. Every other shader brush was used. So that told me something too. But I was just like, do I want to leave that like that? I'm going to take another one of these. Do I have another one? Please say I have more of those E45s. I'm pretty sure I do. Oh, hell. Oh, I see one. Because it's smaller than the E49. This is the E45. And this is the E49. I like these better. Do I have another one? Say I have another one. Do I have another one? Do we have another? Don't tell me I don't. I don't. Oh, wait a minute. This is another E49. What the fuck? Oh, excuse me. I only got 3 of the E45s. All right, y'all. We're going to use, y'all know what that means, right? When there's another cell. Yeah, y'all only got 3 of those. That's odd. All right, so we're going to use the, damn it, I don't want to use something this big, and it's really not that tapered. So I'm wondering if I want to use the Scott Barnes, because it is a little more tapered. Well, no, it's not. The Eastham looks tapered. I mean, the Sigma looks tapered. Scott Barnes is tapered, but it's longer. Let's just, we're going to use this one. The E49. And we're tapping straight in because I want to pull this out here. And I did put primer. Oh. And I did put primer and paint pot out here. I was wondering, well, since I'm not doing one eye, one look, like if I really did do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and not this one, consider 3 and 4, I was thinking would I do like 1 look each eye, because I have gone out like that, and people who know me, they wouldn't be surprised. They would be like, oh yeah, both your looks are nice. If people who know me, like, they just be like, and other people be like, oh, I like your eyeshadow. I'd be like, which one? They'd be like, both of them. I'm like, thank you. So I do go out like that. But I don't think, I think tomorrow is Fall Romance with Jade Dreams, which I think is going to be hella bold and hella pretty. So you already know we're going to go for that grunge. And Jade Dreams is bright. So I'm going to be like, dang. All right, so now we're going back to the E45. Going back into this one. Because we're going to, I think I put too much. So let me do this first just to get some off the brush. And we are just going to drag over just to like right here, this brush. Why am I feeling like this video is long? You know, I cut out like 5 minutes for, because I'm at 27 minutes and 18 seconds right now. And so whatever I cut out from priming my eye. But I don't want this to look this harsh. I don't want this to look this harsh. Both going down to Maryland and coming back, actually going up, one lane was closed because there was debris in the road. And they were out there cleaning it up. And on the way back, 2 lanes were closed because they were doing work on like 3 lanes. And I'm just like, can I just go home? It's like, oh my gosh. Y'all see my skin? Y'all, I've been noticing more wrinkles. I think it's that Fenty powder. That's what I'm blaming it on. And I'm about 2/3 of the way through this powder. And I'm ready for it to be over. It is a little less than halfway. Actually, it is about like 2/3 gone. I don't want to waste it because it is a good powder, but I'm ready for it to be over because it does make me a little more reddish than I am. It's not quite my color, but it is nice for me like in the summertime. But I am really missing the fashion fair. What I'm missing is like something up here. And it's not anything in here to put up there because this is a lot of space because I didn't take my lid shades up as high as I usually do. We're going to come back to that because I might take the lid shades up higher. So right now we're going to take this shade right here and we're going to put that for outer. Oh, okay. I'm like, where? Come on. You do have an invite. You can come to the party. This is like kind of like a sea queen type look. This shade is, oh Lord, Dreadful Dreams. Hey y'all, I put my Ensley rain code back in my description box. I'm like, now that I got one of their shadows, and I did put it in the description box for the live stream. But I'm like, damn, I gotta put that back now because I feel. I'm like, you know, why be like, oh yeah, code for this, and I never talk about the brand, like never, you know what I mean? And some stuff I had down there just because I know, you know, it's popular, people like it, people buy it. But y'all, the only times I even mention a code is if I'm using it. So I'll be like, oh yeah, Notoriously Morbid, but I do like that. That did take away this shine. But I do like that because that does leave space to put this for brow bone. We're going to go back into, where were we? This shade, Hallucination. And we're going to bring that out here. Ooh, me likey. Y'all, oh my gosh. Jam. Oh, jam. Jam. Teddy jam for me, yeah. Oh man, that popped on my USB. I was like, ding, 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 ding. Let me know if y'all remember that song. Y'all, music was so different back then. Like, it made sense, you know. And I miss it. I miss it. Songs had stories. Even raps had stories. I had mentioned that. What I had put on the side, like, this is why I still love old school hip hop, because it told a story. And that's when I was asking, are y'all Team Kendrick or Team Drake? And hearing Kendrick's literary teacher, English teacher, say that if you want to dance, listen to Drake. If you want to think, listen to Kendrick. And I said, that's what it is. Because even though he's rhyming, he's telling a story. And it makes sense. And so that's what I realized drew me to him. We're going to go back with Dreadful Dreams. I want to bring that shimmer yellow over because this gradient is nice. I can see it more in person, but it is very slight. And I like that. And so we're just going to bring this over. Y'all, I love this brush. And I only got 3 of them. Like, why? Like, is one hiding somewhere? But at least now I know that the 49s, you know, that's good for out here. And y'all, I'm out. I was going to say my wings are the same, but that would have been a lie because they ain't the same. I'm looking at them. But we are going to bring these lid shades up higher. So let me take this middle, the shade we used in the middle, and we're going to bring that up here. And actually, we're just going to bring that here just because. Oh, I like that better already. Disguise the puff. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this down here, like, just for visual interest, like, just to have this line. Am I still gonna put that white over here? Because I think that might mess up this look. Because that's, oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna build this up over here. Take this up a little bit higher. Because I like that black running through it, and not just it being just there. Like how we took this one all the way over. So you know what, even though it is a lighter shade, it's showing up kind of turquoisey, I do actually like it. But yeah, I do want something dark. And I can get that from Lethal. That dark, what was it? Dark purple and a dark green or whatever it was. It wasn't a dark green. Whatever those two were. I am digging this. Oh my gosh. The first shade. Beheaded. Sorry if you shook, my elbow hit the table. I'm going to bring this up since we brung that second shade up. So we're going to meet that like right here. Shout out to, I don't know if I should say, you know who you are. Sometimes I think of things, or if I'm feeling a certain way about something, there's certain people that I know I can always just go to and be like, hey, you know, I'm venting. And if I am venting, I'll say rant coming or vent coming, you know, do not feel obligated to reply. It's just sometimes just getting stuff off my chest. And I have a really cool ass circle, y'all. Damn, I feel like I'm about to cry now. Fuck. I have a really cool ass circle, and thank you. Thank you. And then when I'm done, I'll be like, okay, rant over. On another note, and then we'll get back to talking about makeup. We're going to take that center shade, because I feel like I lost some. This center shade is Chaos. You know, and that reminds me of a Lethal shade. Actually, so do these shimmers over here. Y'all, do we feel a pairing coming on? Do we? Saturday's video, actually tomorrow's video I'm excited about tomorrow night. So that's another reason that the training is only like 25 minutes, and it's from like 5:30 to like 6 p.m. And I have my live tomorrow night at 8, and I am excited about it, which means I'm gonna have to come home and wash my face if I do look before I go. Because we're going to are we pairing? No, we're doing a battle between Petamorphosis and Lethal. I'm excited about that. Our Saturday members only live, y'all, and this is probably past tense for y'all. This is probably all going to be past tense. Is a members only video of a member request, and so I'm excited about that. I like this better because I wanted more of that yellow to pop, and it was getting eaten up. Because I'd only put it like right here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all, did y'all hear that 47 walked back the terrorist from China? But that don't mean he might not, you know, tomorrow be like, yeah. It is just so unstable. And that shows, too, that if other countries stand up to him, he will back down. Everything that he gets resistance for, almost everything he gets resistance for, he backs down. He's just like one of them people that just talk, say all the good stuff, and it's like, dude, you're full of shit. We know you ain't gonna do shit. We're gonna take that brush that had, I didn't even tell y'all, this is Rabbit Hole that we put over here, and we're going to, whatever's in the brush, because I don't want to put a lot through here, but I just want it to go a little bit further in. I don't think we're gonna put that white over here. That would be interesting. Part of me wants to do it. Cause y'all know me, I'd be like, just do stuff and see how it turns out. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna do it. This, y'all, why was I looking at their other palettes? And I'm like, but really though, they're not my color story. Like, it's too many light shades for me. But this one, even just like this, y'all, I was like, I'm gonna put a picture of here of what I did. I told you I put an angry face over them. So even just looking at what was left, I was like, yeah, I can rock that. And I will rock that. And I am rocking that. Okay, so we're gonna leave that there. In person, I do see like a gradient right here. I don't know if you guys are seeing it because I am just going like super light. Yeah, just going super light. And we're stopping where that first shade meets. I'm barely tapping, I'm just tapping and tipping. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is nice. So this shade, Wicked Wildflowers, we're gonna put this, yeah, because we're gonna put the white on the other side. Now this is, I did have a thought to put these two over here and put these two over here, but then I said no, because then I'm always use, not always, but it would be easier for me to use these shades all together. You know what I'm saying? I forgot that this was pink. But over the green, I'm seeing some green. It is multicolored though. Yeah. Oh, why am I wiggling like I just ate something good? So we're gonna take, the white, and that'll be every shit. No, because lower lash line we didn't do yet. So we got Jabberwocky and Shadowland to put lower lash line. So we're gonna go ahead and take this white. Oh man, I'm gonna look like this, so I can make sure I'm above. Huh. Thank you, bestie. And you know what? If I wanted this more bold, put this down, get the line right, and then trace over it with my white Inglot shadow. My white Inglot, no, my white water activated lethal liner. Thank you, Grace. I do, it's definitely different, and I do like it. I'm glad I took the lid shades up higher. Otherwise, this would look like it's the top of my transition. But this way, you see it, and you can see a hint of my lid shade up here. And you can see some of that over there. But you know what? I do want to take that brush again. I don't, you know what? Okay, I'm going up closer to my brow because I don't want to erase the white. I just want to see if there's anything in this brush to bring that red shimmer up a little bit further. So I am glad we did bring that over here. That's nice. Yeah, just that little slight little. And I do have another one of those brushes, so I could just do that, right? Thank y'all for being here with me, just trying new things, as I always encourage y'all to try new things. So that was this shade. I don't know why I thought it looked like something was coming out of the pan, but it wasn't. Well, out of the palette. Thought the pan was coming out, but it's not. So we're just going to trace this on top of the white. Y'all love these brushes. And so we're going to put this here. Let me know if you enjoy just seeing me make up shit. Oh, that's cute. Oh, why am I talking weird? And we're going to go ahead and bring this out here. And we already have that that outer corner color down there. Did we use the... Okay, yeah. We didn't mix up brushes. We're going to take Jabberwocky, this shade here. We're going to put that lower lash line over here. Why am I putting this on? Like, why am I putting this over here? Jabberwocky. I do not remember. Oh, I just grazed my eyeball with this shimmer glittery shade. I do not remember the name of that other group. This is not showing up much over. I think I put a gold under here. So I'm going to have to bring it down. I don't have to, but I'm going to bring it down further. You know, it's covering it up, but it's not. Like on my lid, the color was different, if I'm not mistaken. And we're going to bring this out here. Ooh. I usually don't pay too much attention getting in the corner because my eyes tear and whatever I put there is not going to stay there for long. I see a flake. Didn't want that to go in my eye. Yo, I think my nose hairs are growing. Y'all like, this shit is random as hell. Because when I went like that, and I'll lean back in, I see hairs in my nose. And I do actually, like, cut my nose hairs. With the same thing that I use for my face. It was called the finishing touch. Now they have them all over the place, but they don't call them that. So it depends on where you go. But when I got it, finishing touch was like the razor for your face or your brows. Oh, I like it, like it. So now we're going to take Shadowland, this shade here, and this is going under the other eye. Yeah, we're going to put that right under there. And this is doing the same thing. Y'all, these, damn, it got in my eye. I really like this over here. Part of me is thinking to bring it all the way in, but I'm not. I got shadow in my eye and I can feel it. Them little chunks. Damn you, shadow in. Shit. This one does feel a little more coarse. Like when I do this way on the side of the brush, it feels coarse. Up here it doesn't, but back here it does. Maybe it's because of my wrinkle. I have more wrinkles over here. Like, I don't know. We're going to bring that out. So you see, there's something still on the brush because it is traveling. Y'all done got me an Ensley Rain palette. I did purchase some more lipsticks. Notoriously Morbid. I did post on my community tab, buy one, get one free. Their graveyard page, that's their clearance stuff. And what surprises me is that they don't mark the stuff down. So even though it's on the clearance page, they don't mark the price down. The only times I remember seeing lipsticks on sale is when I purchased those 3 from their sister brand Spellcast Beauty, which is from the Notoriously Morbid website, and they were like $7.99. But I don't, like, they don't seem to mark down much. But then I thought maybe because they're having to buy one get one free, maybe that's why they didn't mark them down. So I did order 4, and I had forgot. I had 2 in my cart, and one said zero cost, and I'm like, oh damn, that's right. And when you log onto the site, or when you go to the site, it will say, you know, buy one get one free lipsticks. But some they are discontinuing. So I said, let me look and see what I had wanted to get before, and I didn't since they're discontinuing. So these are all 12 shadows. Y'all, I am digging this side. And we're not done. We're going to do liner. We're going to do white up top over here. Y'all know how I feel about monochromatic, but y'all, this is so freaking pretty. So I need to figure out, excuse me. Oh, I'll do a yellow because that'll be bold, but then it won't show up on this part of my eye. Damn it. Let me see. So let's look in our lethal palette. And I will edit out putting it on. Right now, we're just trying to figure out what we're going to do. So we are going to take mixed tape, which is a white one. That's going to go upper lash line over here. Or if I do a pink, that'll tie in with the white shadow because the white shadow looks pink, but then it's going to blend in. We're going to still just do the white. Over here we got these greens. This one did not show up as dark as I thought it was, and I was like a tad disappointed. But let's do this again. Nah, that's too, y'all, this is already matchy, including the brows. I'll figure it out and I'll come back. Or what I could do, put this red over there just because. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to use this. This is Retro Rave. We're going to use this red at the bottom, and I forget what it looks like. So this red down here, over here, the white we're going to put over here. We're going to just put on, I was going to put on mascara primer, but we're not because right now, yeah, this is coming off anyway. But we're going to put this on. For my lip, we're just going to do, damn, and I don't want to split the lip. We'll figure it out and we'll come back. You'll see what that is. This will go with both. Maybe we'll just do this. This one is Take My Tears. This was a gift with purchase. So we're going to do this. So when we come back, y'all, everything will be done. This is the finished look, y'all. Yeah, I didn't stop when I should have stopped. And I forgot that this was purple. Purple base, bright teal fuchsia pink. I label whore and I didn't read it. Anyway, I liked how this wing came out. This one had a swoosh. And so I said, if I just bring it out longer, and then it just was out of control. And then I put it under to connect it, and I put the Lethal White Mascara at the bottom. And then I tried to put the black over it, and it was like, no, we're not going. You already put something here. We ain't covering that up. You done did it. Because that all just kind of blends in. This eye, I'm loving the red. It did show up red. Is it red in the thing? Where the thing at? Oh yeah, it is red. So it does show up red. I do like the contrast between the green and the red. Yeah, so let's do pictures. I do like this. For this lip with this look though, I would probably, like going back in time, I would line and fill in my lips with a black lip liner and then put this on just to, by this being so light, like it's kind of blending in, so it's almost like a nude for me, and it's not doing much for the eye look, except this one. Like, it goes really well with that one. So we're gonna do our pictures. So this is look number 3. And this is look number 4. We're gonna hold this up for, I was gonna say for the gram, but I ain't on my makeup Instagram, for the gallery. And this eye is like looking really big lately, or droopy or something. Let's do that again. Cause I got height. So that is it, y'all. Thank you for being here. This was a long video. I was trying new things with bringing the outer V shade over, and for this one doing the white, which showed up pink. And so after this video, I am going to trace that out in white just to see. But I'm going to do that after. If it looks decent, I'll be back. If it don't, I ain't. So there's stuff up here popping up. There's stuff, what? Girl, there's stuff popping up over here for you to watch. You will see me next time. Comment, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. And you'll see me, girl, you'll see me soon. Bye. Y'all know what? I like this. I would go back with that thin brush again. I would go back with this brush again and put more of that red up here, that shimmer red. We're not going to do it now though, but that's what I would do. So you see it here and how we saw it up there before. And y'all, I am really digging playing with water activated stuff. So this was the same white over here from Lethal. And we use Lethal brushes for our Lethal water liners. So this is a nice graphic look, and I like that. I like that. I was concerned, but I like that. Seriously, now you'll see me. Ciao, girl. Good night, y'all. Good morning. Good day, wherever you are in the world. You'll see me soon.